Hey guys, Ryan the Nerd here, and today we're going to be taking a look at the Super Mario Galaxy movie Bowser Jr. I am so excited for this movie. You have no idea. I really enjoyed the first movie. It was probably my favorite Illumination movie that they've done in the past, 10 years. They did an extremely good job with that movie. It was very faithful to, the source material that it was based on, obviously Mario, and I am so excited for this movie. This movie, I have extreme hypes for this movie, and I hope that they do it justice. But I can't really say more about the movie other than that I am just really excited for this. But what I was really most excited for, other than the movie is coming out very soon, I was mostly excited for the figures that are going to be released alongside the movie. When the first movie came out, I wasn't a big fan of the figures that came alongside the movie. Besides Kamek, I really like how Kamek looks in figure form, and I really wish that I could have had that figure, and I still do. But I gotta say that Jakks Pacific, please stop winning. My God, this is probably one of my favorite toy companies. I'm not gonna lie, they make some extremely high quality figures at a very low price. This was only around $30 Canadian. I don't know what that is in any other, country. I don't know, but for $30 for what you're getting is pretty awesome. I'm not gonna lie. There's some stuff that I want to talk about. When we get to the actual figure, I'll explain a little bit more. But right now, I love this box design for the figures here. They are so awesome. It catches your attention right off the bat. The galaxy theme is so awesome. You got the holographic foil for the background inside the box. You even got some holographic of the logo for Bowser Jr. here, and some of the stars on the box as well are also holographic as well. Jesus, I cannot speak today. But yeah, I just love this overall box design. So take a look at the side of the box here. Well, actually the front of the box. You can see Mario doing his little Super Mario Galaxy poster. You can also see the Mr. Gay Man, logo there. Anyway, checking out the side of the box here, you got Bowser Jr. in all of his glory. You got Jakks. Jakks? What the yeah, Jakks is just a regular character in the Super Mario Galaxy lore, I guess. But what I was trying to say is you got Yoshi with Jack Black right on top of his head there. And I also like how he's actually pointing at the figure. So that's actually a very nice, design feature as well. Really love that. Flip around to the back of the box here. You got more promotional images of Bowser Jr. here. You got some little read up here that basically just says, realistic eyes, premium details, and 7 points of articulation. Sure, I'll be the judge of that. On the side of the box here, you got a giant view of Bowser Jr. here with the entire side of the box just being completely just holographic. So that is very awesome as well. But enough talking about the box. Let's take a look at the actual figure. And here is Bowser Jr. in all of his glory. And man, he is looking fantastic. I love how they went about Bowser Jr. for the trailer. I think he looks absolutely fantastic. They captured basically everything about Bowser Jr. from the games. It just looks so awesome. And they captured the detail, the semi-realism detail of that 3D model that they used, and they put it into an actual 3D object for a figure. It just looks so well done. I love the detail in this guy. From the individual, sculpted in scales, from the chest here, the bottom of the shell basically looks very nice as well. The top of the carapace here, or the carapace is at the top of the turtle shell. But yeah, it just looks very awesome. I love how it looks. And you can actually see the individual grooves of the spines kind of flailing out to give it more of that kind of turtle carapace look there. It looks super awesome. I love that. He's even got some subtle dry brushing green going throughout the back here as well, just to give it a little bit more shading. Looks very awesome as well. It goes from the back of his neck all the way down to his from his shoulder all the way down to his tail, and boom, it just looks absolutely amazing. The only part that looks a little bit off is just how it the green kind of cuts off from the tail here. It looks very out of place, but other than that, it looks very, very realistic. I really love it. And it just, I just love this figure so much. I love this. Jakks Pacific does such a good job with their figures, man. They, at a decent price, and the amount of articulation that you get for this, for the price, it's so awesome. And the detail, sorry, I know I'm just rambling and jumping, but this is what you get from a Rally of the Nerd video, all right? The individual, the palm, the sculpting of the palm of the hand here is very awesome. And the fact that he does have individually painted toe and fingernails, very awesome. He's even got a little foot pad there as well, which is also painted as well. The eyes are also really nice as well. I wouldn't say that they're realistic, but they're definitely semi-realistic. It does give him that Bowser Jr. look, definitely, for sure. He's got the ponytail, and, the eyebrows look really, really nice as well. He's even got his little horns as well. Very, very awesome. The bib is also a very awesome characteristic here. It's a very prominent feature for Bowser Jr., and I really love the design for the bib. I think that the different details on here is very fantastic, and the mouth that is just haphazardly, painted on looks awesome as well. It even looks like the gums are kind of bleeding as well. I know it's just like the paint kind of, going on to the actual teeth because he is just a fucking stupid kid. But it just looks really awesome. I just love how menacing it looks. You even got the little cuffs as well. Very awesome, very awesome. I love how this guy looks. And he does come with an accessory. Before we move on to the articulation, obviously, let's take a look at his accessory here, which is, of course, his prominent weapon from the Super Mario Galaxy games, which is, of course, the paintbrush here that he uses. Very, very nice. I love the detail on this thing. It looks super awesome. You got the actual kind of the actual handle of the brush here. You even got the silver tip at the end of the brush. Very awesome. Got some copper going throughout here as well. Even got the the Bowser Jr. logo with the blue. Very, very accurate to the game as well. Super awesome. Love the metallic blue and the copper just go along amazingly. The tip of the brush as well, the individual bristles and how they kind of come around into the point. Very awesome as well. Got the spikes on the side here. Very awesome. The tip of the brush does move, which you can't just, in fact, pop it off, and you can't just reveal an actual, just a milk bottle nipple for some reason. I don't know why this comes off. I really don't. But yeah, you could just put it back on or something like that and take it off. I don't know if there's any lore significant reasons why this is a thing, but what I do know is that there is another version of this figure which comes with this clown car. But what's really stupid about this, you're gonna actually hear me rant and jump back and forth because, man, I need to talk about this because, my God, I hate this so much. So basically, you get the exact same Bowser Jr. figure in that set as you do here. The only difference is that you actually have the bib covering his mouth here. You can't actually, make the bib come undone and put it onto his face. It's just attached. It's loosely attached, but you can't remove his head or anything like that to get the bib off. But what's really stupid about that is that there's basically nothing other than the fact that the bib is on his face. And what's really stupid about this is that it actually comes with water, actual water revealing stickers. So what you do is that you actually dip the end of the paintbrush, and then you actually, with the water, you reveal the water reveal stickers, and it comes in that set. And that's at least $50 Canadian, okay? At least 50. And I don't know why they didn't include the stickers in this set, because I think that it would have been really awesome, because, it's nice that you actually have his paintbrush, which is very awesome, but, it's still rubberized. It's still, capable of doing what it was meant to do in that set, but I genuinely don't know why they would do that. It seems like a really stupid design feature and not including more of like, the overall play feature, which is, the kind of the main gimmick of this paintbrush from the games is, revealing stuff with it. And I think that it's a missed opportunity not to include it with this regular figure here. And, obviously I don't want to pay that much just for basically the same figure, the same paintbrush with just, the bib over his mouth. And I mean, the clown car is pretty cool, I'm not going to lie, but I don't think it's worth that much, okay? I don't think it's worth that. But like, overall, I'm not even going to talk about that set. I'm going to get heated, and I don't want to do that. But overall, very awesome paintbrush, very awesome. So let's take a look at the actual articulation here. For the articulation here, he's got a ball joint at the head. Very awesome. He can look up that far and down that. Basically, he can't look down at all. But yeah, and he also can't rotate his head 360. Oh, nope, never mind. Yeah, I can't. Yeah, you can move his head 360. It was just really tight there. So yeah, like I mentioned, the bib is just loose. It doesn't really do anything. Can't really move. Well, you can move to the side to get more of that stomach detail, I guess. I don't know why you would do that, but yeah, it's there. For the arms here, rotate 360 degrees as well. Very, very in and out here for the shoulder. Bicep swivel as well. Bend at the elbow. Wrist swivel, very awesome. Love to see that. A opening hand here. So all three of these fingers here, they're just on a hinge joint so they can open up. Very awesome. Love that detail. For the legs here, he can kick that far and move back that far. He's got a pretty decent bend at the knee for how fat he really is. So that's pretty awesome. He's got a knee swivel, calf swivel, I guess, rotation here. He's got a foot rotation, calf swivel, no pivot, obviously. His tail is also on a swivel. It's very tight, but yeah, there is the seam line to reveal the articulation, but yeah, the tail is articulated. That's pretty much it for the overall articulation. Overall, I think the articulation is pretty fine. I'm not gonna lie. I really enjoyed the opening hands. The head is also pretty nice. Do love the added knee articulation here, just to give it a little bit more dynamic. And yeah, this is probably one of my favorite Jakks Pacific toys so far that they've released. The articulation here, even though that it's not, crazy or anything, I still think that it is very, very unique. Also, if you want to know, you can actually put the paintbrush in his hand here, so you can open it wide enough to get it in there. You can't really, though, unfortunately, you can't close his hand all the way. So you kind of have to, even then, it still wants to fall off. But basically, you kind of just have to slide it in until it just kind of stops between his thumb and his index finger here, but you can't like really close it all that well. I mean, you could do that and that's fine, but it kind of has to be like basically the tip of the handle here has to be touching the ground in order for it to really stand up. So I mean, you're not going to be able to create some super dynamic poses or anything. And even then, it's still pretty heavy. So even if you got it to pretty much balance, it's still gonna have trouble actually staying put because of how heavy this thing is, because of the sheer amount of how huge this piece is. It's just made out of pure rubber, and it's also on a very, very slim kind of base here. So I wish that it would have closed up a little bit more for his hands to close up a little bit more so he can actually hold the brush. But other than that, you kind of just have to put basically, you're going to have to make him just stand like that. That's pretty much the only option for displayability, because the way the hands work, they just don't open, they don't close, they don't go around the paintbrush handle all the way around. So you kind of just have to lean it like that. Oh, actually, look at that. Boom. But like even then, if I just slightly touch it like that, it's gonna fall right out of his hand. So you can't really get super crazy poses out of this guy, but overall the articulation is very nice. The price that you get this figure, the fact that it's very, very detailed. I'm surprised about the amount of detail in this guy. And also the paintbrush is also very cool to have as well, even though that you can't, I don't know, do what it was meant to do, you know, reveal stickers and stuff like that with water, but you had to buy a $50 set just to get the stickers, and then you also have to have the same figure but with the bib over his mouth. Then you have this really cool clown card that's also really dope, but I don't think it's worth $50. Sorry, I'm gonna stop ranting. All right, well, that's gonna do it for me, guys. I really hope you enjoyed this video. Like, comment, subscribe. I don't care what you do, there's no what time it is. So, bye, guys.